And I will move House File 3934 before the committee, and that it is be re-referred to the Great Tax Committee, right, Tax Chairman? Little nod there, yep. I understand you have an author's amendment, and the A1 amendment, does anyone have a copy? Does everybody have a copy of the amendment, the A1 amendment? I will move Representative Will's author amendment to get the bill in the shape that you would like to have it in. And are there any discussions? All in favor of the A1 amendment, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion prevails, and the House File 3934 is amended with the A1 amendment. And Representative Wills, please talk about your bill. Welcome to the committee again, and introduce your witnesses also.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and committee. House File 3934 came about in response to a situation that we discovered after passing the military pension subtraction effective for tax year 2016, where individuals who were applying to get that subtraction, several have been denied the subtraction and been told they are not eligible because they have civil service, which has that particular pension had been rolled in with their military pension, and when the amounts are not distinguishable, Minnesota Revenue has determined that they would not be eligible at all. In which I believe was an unintended consequence when we passed the legislation. We intended that anyone who received a military pension would be able to benefit. So today I have with me Don Sinwell, who is a constituent of mine who dealt with this personally with his father-in-law, and he'd like to share the situation that he ran into with this.
Welcome to the committee. Please introduce yourself for the record.
Mr. Chair. My name's Don Sinwell. I'm also a veteran. Excuse me. When my father-in-law, Joe Wondercheck, he spent 20 years active duty. When he retired from his active duty time, he went in and he created a job with civil service. They worked out of Fort Snelling for another 20 years with the maintenance team, again working with the military, ensuring that they were, excuse me, ready to go to combat. They were combat ready. So he did that for 20 years. But when you go from the military to the civil service, they roll your time and your pension, everything into the civil service. So when you retire, it appears that you have 40 years of civil service. When in actuality you have 20 years military and 20 years civil service. So this is something we've been trying to get rectified through the IRS. We've sent letters to the IRS. We've sent emails to the IRS. We've heard from them that they've received them, but nothing has happened. This last year when Joe applied for that, he received a letter from the Minnesota Revenue Service that said he is not eligible for this deduction. And that's what this is. It's just a simple fix for, I know of 3 people myself that are having this issue. Joe, and then 2 other people, 2 other veterans that live in the building that he's in the retirement building that he's in. And I'm sure there are quite a few more out there. But this was just a simple fix for this, and this would help because right now, working through the Minnesota Revenue and the Internal Revenue Service, we're just not getting anywhere. So this would save time and money and effort on everybody's part to make this fix. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the committee? Representative Lash.
Is this going to tax committee?
That's correct,
Okay.
Representative
All
Lash.
right. I'll ask those questions there then. Thank you.
Okay. So Representative Wills, from what I understand is that it would probably be 50% of their, so they would be able to take the 50% of the military pension and make that under our current tax code of being exempt from state taxes. Am I correct on that?
Yes, Mr. Chair. And if you look at the bill language, it addresses in the second clause and the third clause 2 separate types of pensions that would be considered ineligible because they've been rolled in together with the military pension. So the first one is the Federal Employee Retirement System pension, and the second one is the Civil Service Retirement System pension. And for efficiency's sake, these veterans have been told to roll their pensions together into one, which makes sense, but now there's no way to distinguish how much is which for them to be able to get the military pension subtraction through our Minnesota revenue. So what we're looking at doing here is just saying, rather than receiving zero benefit, they at least get 50%.
Okay.
So I think it's fair to make sure that these veterans are getting the benefit until at least the federal government can straighten out and disaggregate the information for veterans. This makes it simple and easy to apply the deduction for those veterans.
Well, thank you, Representative Wills. And are there any other questions from the committee? So, any other testifiers? Okay. With that, Representative Wills, any closing remarks?
Would appreciate your support.
Okay. Well, the chair renews the motion that House File 3934, as amended, be re-referred to Tax Committee. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion prevails, and House File 3934, as amended, is referred to the great Committee of Taxes.